Alright guys, what's going on? So, Ohio 2A Patriot, we're back for day 10 of the 10 guns in 10 days challenge. This one, I figured I'd do this for the last video. This is one of my, it actually is my favorite 22 rifle that I own. This one I had not shot in probably a year or two, but I have made a ton of videos on it on my old channel. They're all gone now, unfortunately. But I had a lot of different people send me ammo to test out of this thing, because I started doing like an ammo test video. I don't know, it wasn't a contest, it was just more of a, how many different ammo can I check out, test out of this gun, and see how accurate it would be out of certain ammos. And there was a couple that did really, really well. The first one that I can remember was the Gecko 22, which you can't even find anymore. Last time I looked, you couldn't find none. I think it did like a federal auto match. It actually shot pretty good out of this thing. And there was another one that shot really, really good, and I don't remember what it was. And it wasn't even a high dollar brand. Like, it wasn't like a super expensive ammo. It was more of a one you could find locally usually. It might have been CCI or something. I do not remember. Anyway. And a lot of people that you guys watch my old channel, you've seen this thing 100 times, but I don't want to do a video on it because I have not showed it on a video on this channel at all, I don't believe. This is my Remington 513 Matchmaster, it's called. It's got peep sights. When I got this thing, I got it at a local shop. It was obviously used. And when I bought it, the only thing that was wrong with it was this rear peep eyepiece part that screws in here was missing. So I got that, ordered it online, found it on eBay, put it in there, and it shot. I had to do a little sighting in, but it shot really, really good. This thing is very accurate. The barrel is actually really long on it. I think it's like a 20 something inch barrel. I forget the actual length, but this thing has actually really nice wood too. And it's not marked with any kind of special markings like U.S. property or anything like that. It's just a nice overall gun. I mean, the magazine I think is 10 rounds. Whoops, there's a light up there. The magazine I believe is 10 rounds if I remember right. I haven't shot it in a while, like I said. The trigger is actually really, really nice. It's very, very smooth. There's almost no take up, and it's a very clean break on it. I don't know what the trigger pull is. If I had to guess, I would say 3 to 4 pounds maybe. But this thing is heavy. It's very wide. The stock on it's very wide, and the barrel is actually really heavy. So it has a nice big grip, which I like too. And it just makes the trigger seem like it doesn't weigh that much. Seems like to me anyway. Yeah, it also has, which I never put a scope on it ever, but it does have a dovetail right here. You can put one of those little Weaver rail scope mounts. And this is designed also to go with on the barrel, there's tapped, I don't know if you can see them. There's 2 tapped and threaded holes that have screws in them right here, and there's also 2 right here where you can put the old school style scope mounts with the scopes that have the external in the mount adjustments on them. Which I never looked into those. I guess they're not cheap to buy. I personally like the peep sights on it. That's what I've shot it with since I've owned it. And I never really had a desire to change them, honestly. This one does have an adjustable butt plate, which I've never messed with. I just left it where it was. It's about centered, so I just kind of left it. Never really had no reason to move it. So, but yeah, this thing is super sweet. It just works. It's a great gun. It's very accurate, like I said, but some ammo it didn't really like some of that Norma TAC 22 it did not like at all. I think it was just too slow for maybe the barrel twist rate or something. And there's a few other ones I didn't like too. I think I tried a few different Ely rounds in it. I forget which ones. I have a couple of them downstairs, but I didn't like any of the Ely stuff either, which I thought was kind of strange. But it shot a lot of stuff pretty good, like the CCI auto match. It seemed like CCI standard velocity. It seemed like it liked that from what I remember. And just more of the standard velocity stuff that's not really nothing special. It seemed like it just really liked that for a decent group. At 50 yards, I was shooting at 50 yards. And I was doing, and I don't have none of the targets anymore. I literally burned all the targets from the tests I did, from the videos I made. And I would just use the 10 round mag, and I would use a 10 shot group of each ammo. I usually did 2 or 3, depending on how much time I had for the video. And I had them all stacked up over here, and at the end, I probably shot 30 different kinds of ammo in this thing. And when I got done with all that, I did a video on just going through the targets and measuring the groups. And it was like the top 3. And I know one of them was the Gecko, and the other one might have been, the standard velocity CCI. I don't remember what the third one was. There was like 3 of them that were really, really good. The rest of them were kind of a little bit bigger groups. So it was just kind of a fun challenge. I did it over the course of a couple of months, probably. And it wasn't the only videos I did, obviously. I did other videos in between that, but this just happened to be something I just wanted to do a lot of testing with. When I saw this thing originally at my local place, I wanted it like right away, but I didn't have the money for it at the time. So I was kind of like holding off, and I thought it'd be gone like in a week. So I went back. I had seen it a couple times there. I looked at it probably 2 or 3 times. And I went back like a couple of weeks after I looked at it the last time I looked at it, and it was still there. And I actually had some money in my account. I don't know if I got a bonus check at work or something like that. I had a couple extra $100 in my account, and I just bought it. I was like, I'm done looking at it. I wanted it already. I already knew that, so I just bought it. I had the money extra, so I just paid for it and got it. And I'm glad I did, because this thing is, like I said, it's a pretty sweet shooter with the right ammo. And at some point with this channel, I may go ahead and start, maybe do some, not so many ammo tests, but maybe do a little bit more ammo testing, just because I can't remember what all the stuff shot. I still have a lot of ammo for the 22 ammo. So I might go ahead and kind of rehash that on a smaller scale at some point. But yeah, I figured you guys would like this. I was going to do a Mosin video, but I've already done so many of those. There's a few videos on that, a couple of those guns on this channel already, so I figured I'd do something I haven't shown in a while. I know some of you guys that have been watching me for a while, that are watching me now, probably haven't seen this thing in a couple of years. So I figured it'd be fun to kind of bring it out and just look over it again, because I haven't really looked at it that much in the last year or two. So I just kind of wanted to, see how it's looking. It's been sitting up here. Somehow it didn't get all rusty. I forgot to oil it probably. But I noticed there's a little bit of, little tiny bit of pitting. Not pitting, but a little surface rust on a few little items. But it'll come right off a steel wool, a little bit of oil. But yeah, it still looks pretty good. Doesn't look like it's got much rust on it and hardly anything. So I got to come up here and I got to oil all these. I got a bunch of guns up here, like I said before. And I got to oil everything pretty much. So we'll be doing that soon. So anyways, guys, I appreciate everybody watching. Like I said before in the last videos, if you're still watching this, check out my other channel if you have not yet, Treetop Garage. And also, my son just started an RC car channel, which is actually pretty cool. He's kind of got me into it now. It's called Blake's RC. If I remember, I'll put links down below. Check that out. He's looking for subscribers. I think he's only got like 20-something subscribers. He's looking to build his channel up too. So if you want to check his out too as well. And we'll see you next video. Give me a comment. Give me a thumbs up. And definitely subscribe if you haven't done that yet. And we'll see you next video, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.